So much respect for the athletes I'm competing against. Like, they're just so strong across all disciplines, and I'm just always having to just up my game, and it's awesome.
I caught up a lot of ground in the first half, and I got to the hills and I felt really good, and I could see the girls and like they're not that far away. And
I never really believed it, even in the last mile, just only getting into the finishing chute, that I really just was like, shit, okay, now I've actually won this thing. And
like, I'm in it to try and catch the leader, right? So I just passed the whole line of people, and maybe tactically not the smartest, but I was riding my race watts, and I was like, okay, I'm not burning like crazy matches, I'm just riding watts I know I can sustain. Like the watts that I have to hold on the bike now to just be in the mix compared to what I was even able to 4 years ago. It's just,
Can you give us like your average watts? Is that giving away too much?
Well, I'm 6'2", so that makes a difference, but for me it's like 260.
Okay, average. Yeah, right.
Yeah, that for me used to be like an interval type of watts that, back in the day. It was like 220 was like a big deal, and so it's cool to just see those incremental improvements over the years, and then to be riding that and then still have people off the front. You're just like, man, okay, we gotta keep working.
Were you happy with your race execution today?
I made a few tactical errors.
Really?
If I could go back, I would change what I did on the bike. I guess I rode a little bit conservative at the start and really wanted to hammer the hills. And I thought by the hills, or at least on the hills, that would really break up. And I caught up a lot of ground in the first half, and I got to the hills and I felt really good. And I caught them just before 70k. I should have just gone straight past, but there was a draft buster with us. There was 8 girls in front of me, all legal distance apart, and I was just like, there's nowhere I can slip in. But I just thought, okay, I'm about 4 minutes down. If I get a 5-minute penalty, can I run 9 minutes down? I don't think so.
When did you actually see them on the course, and what sort of went through your head then when you're seeing someone like a Mel Hauschildt charging?
So I didn't really know how long it was. Like the first lap, I was like, whoa, that's almost like, I thought the time had just totally gone, as in all the time that I'd distanced myself on the bike. And there's always that like mental thing. Everyone's like, I'm trying to look composed when I see them, and I'm sure they're.
Do you really do that? You're just like,
oh yeah, it just look like I'm not even breathing, which I am suffering, but I don't show it.
Yeah. Caroline took off really hard on the first loop, and I was like, ooh, damn, like, I think she was trying to stay with Mel.
Yeah.
And I was saying, like, I don't know if that's sustainable. And so I was proud of myself that I was just like, just chill, like, your pace that you can run. And so she got a gap, but then came back to me on the second loop. I was like, you're not getting on the podium.
I own this podium.
I thought I could run, 3:35 pace the whole way, and I thought if I could do that, I can run down Holly. And I felt good the first 5k, but then second 5k I just kind of fell in a hole. I didn't feel good, but then I came good again.
What's that feeling like to be a world champion?
Yeah, I mean, usually when I've, like, my last couple of wins that I've had, I've felt that feeling quite early on in the run, like on maybe the back half or something, but I never really believed it, even in the last mile, just only getting into the finishing chute, that I really just was like, shit, okay, now I've actually won this thing. And that's pretty crazy. I mean, it doesn't even really feel real, so I probably need another couple of weeks before it sinks in. But
when people start buying you drinks all the time.
Well, I hope that happens.
We'll put the shout out.
Every time I do this race, like, I feel like my fitness and my ability to perform is improving consistently year after year. But it's just always getting better. So you get better, but the whole field gets better, and you're just like, man, I had an awesome performance, and I was third. Like, and you just go, well, that's just the way it is. And the racing, like, man, the guys talk about it all the time, like, oh, it's tactical. There's a big pack. You have to know when to make moves. And I don't have as much experience as that. A lot of my races are just like, I'm on the front, just looking at my power meter. And so it really was like, okay, what do I do in this situation? Like, do I just go to the front of the group and try and, I was like, okay, well, maybe the tackle stick, but it didn't. And so you have to react to those situations more. And like, for me, it's hard to just be patient and like, okay, just sit in because you're not going to get away. Just, and so it definitely makes it more dynamic race, and it's super cool to see the women's field being really competitive like that.
Yeah. It's great watching, and you can really see difference even like in the last 5 years, the way that women's racing is changing. It's super exciting.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Well, a huge congratulations. If you could say one thing to like your friends, family at home, fans or what have you, what would you say to them now?
I'm the world champion.
Thanks so much.
Cheers.
Well, I'm super excited to see you race here. Like, such a cool environment to be racing, having the world champs here in our own backyard, and super excited to see you in Kona. So congrats on today and good luck in Kona.
Thanks, Steph.
You can. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, my
and good luck. I'll see you in Kona.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to it. Cheers. Bye.